I'm Mark at 21 Degrees. I'll give you a quick talk through the window you're looking at. This is our GBS78 outward opening timber window. One of the key things about it is the opening sash and the frame are flush. So there's no overlap, they are flush all the way around. A bit you may notice here, at the bottom here, this is called the drip rail. Some people call it the sun rail. It's the bit of the window that's off vertical. We use water-based microporous paints on top of the engineered laminated timber. The paint won't peel, it won't crack, and it won't blister. It's guaranteed to keep its colour for 10 years. Between 10 to 15 years, the colour will start to fade. But as it's fading, it's still there doing its job. When that fade annoys you, it may be looking shabby, to put the colour back, it is a light sand with a finest sandpaper and one coat of a similar microporous paint. You can also change the colour. But at this point, the drip rail, where it's off vertical, and water could sit, just in case running water down there wore that paint a little quicker than the rest of the frame. This separate piece you can see is made from timber called Accoya. It's pressure treated timber that can never rot. So if a little bit of paint came off there in advance of the rest of the frame, it can't rot and it could wait for you to touch up when you paint the rest of the window. Having said that, this is really belt and braces. We haven't had an occasion where it's worn, but that's what it's there for. That's where it looks different than the rest of the window. This is the GBS78 outward opening window on the inside. So again, you can see the frame and the opening sash are flush. This extra piece, which you don't see on the outside, is the glazing bead. This is holding the glass in place. And should you need to change the glazing for any reason in the future, you just cut through the silicone, take the bead off, put new glass in, bead back on, silicone back round. So that's what that's there for, to replace it in glass. This is the handle. We have a range of handles. You can talk to us about that. We've got our most popular handles on display around the stand, but we do other handles as well. So to open the window, it's outward opening. Now this is on a friction stay hinge. It's a concealed hinge, so when the window is closed, you can't see any hinge. But as you open it, it's a friction stay hinge. You can literally adjust it by the millimetre and it'll stay wherever you put it. If you've got a windy elevation, you can increase the friction on that elevation. On this window in particular, it's what we call an easy clean hinge. So as it opens, it pulls away from the end. So if it was an upstairs window, you could easily clean this from the outside. As well as this easy clean hinge, the window can also come what we call an egress hinge. The egress hinge, instead of opening till the window pulls away, it opens at 90 degrees from here. You can see an example of this hinge on the window at the far end of the stand with the white inner frame. We use that mainly where the window opening is small and we need to create a means of escape to comply with building regulations. So an egress hinge is mainly used if the window opening is not wide enough to give means of escape with the window in that position. All our windows and doors have 2 compression seals all the way around. We think airtightness is so important against energy loss and cold getting in that we make sure our windows are class 4 airtight. So we have a compression seal here going all the way around the opening sash, and we have another compression seal here at the front of the frame. So when you bring the window together and close it, we've got an airtight seal in 2 locations all the way around the window. Lots of our competitors don't have the 2 compression seals, they rely on 1. We always have 2 on all our windows and all our doors. The other thing this window has, it has this option, slightly open, put there. It's a night locking vent. So the window is released from its seals, it's slightly open, but still locked. All the windows and doors on the exterior can come in any classic RAL colour. On the internal, there can be any classic RAL colour, natural timber, a selection of wood stains or Farrow and Ball. You can either have the same colour inside and out, single colour, or you can have dual colour, a different colour outside than you have inside. This is the GBS78 window with a U-value of 0.83. The same window, the same look and everything about it, comes in the GBS78, which has a 98mm depth of frame. That is for certified passive houses, and the extra depth of frame takes the window to a 0.73 whole window U-value, because passive houses, you need to be 0.8 or better. We also offer entrance doors, French doors, and the lift and slide door across all ranges. We do a range of extension sills, powder coated aluminium. They go from 50mm to 325mm. They have different end caps, different finishes that take different wall finishes. So you can talk to us about that. We also can do some timber sills, but we are restricted on size with them. We only go to about 100mm depth because of the shape of them. So most extension sills we offer are powder coated aluminium like that, from 50mm up to 325mm. Should you have a window sitting immediately on the sloping stone sill, we have something we call a stone bed connector that can be brought into play there. So if you scan the barcode, you can get more information from us or ask us to get in touch with you to discuss your particular project. All our windows and doors are made with engineered laminated timber. So it's not one piece of timber, it's laminates of the same timber put together with grains going in different directions, which makes it really stable. It won't twist, warp, swell or shrink. And all the knots and defects have been removed. And where they've been removed, they are finger jointed together, which again strengthens the timber. It's really stable timber. But bear in mind, if you expose the timber on the inside, you will see the finger joints, and they are haphazard. They appear where they appear.